Hello everyone, sorry for the bad quality of this video. I am gonna do it on my phone. I know I'm kind of looking off to the side. I know I'm kind of looking off to the side, that's because I'm looking at myself, not it right there where I should be looking. But anyway, so I know it's gonna be really bad quality and all, but do what you gotta do. So I just had a really stressful experience, like very stressed right now. If you can't tell, I've kind of decalmed, but oh my god, I'm still a little stressed. So I went to Safeway because I had to pick up my medicine as I do every month. I was just sitting in line and I even took a cute picture, which I can't really edit on this phone because I don't really want to download the editor, but maybe I'll upload this to my laptop and do it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll put in the picture, maybe I won't. I'll post on Instagram for sure when I explain this. But I took really cute picture patches because I was like, I don't know, that's what I do when I'm standing in a long line and bored. I take pictures. And then literally like 2 seconds after I took that, this lady comes over with this dog in a service dog vest. And she walks up to Patches and she's like, "Oh, you want to play? Oh, you want to play?" And so, you know, of course I immediately tell Patches to sit and then, you know, focus him on me, watch me, and leave it. But, I say leave it for 2 reasons. Not only because, you know, he's still young and it's good to remind him still, but also because then the other handler or owner, sees that, you know, oh, I'm saying leave it. Yeah, I mean you too. And she's like, and she literally gets up, so her dog's sniffing mine, which he was fine. He did jump up because he started sniffing his butt, and Patches didn't even know him at first. That's how in tune with me he was. He didn't even know the dog was behind him. But when his wet nose stuck up Patches' butt, then Patches kind of jumped up, turned around, and then resat, and then refocused on me right away. Because, you know, I can't say I blame him. I wouldn't want a strange nose up my butt either. So he, so the dog, you got your frisbee? Was at my dog's butt, and so I was like, sit, leave it, watch me, which he did excellent. He ignored it great. And then the owner is all like, oh, leave it. And I'm like, yeah, he's a service dog. He can't be he can't be played with right now. Like, I said that super loud, partly because I was anxious. And then literally 2 seconds later, a guy comes over and he's like, oh, can I pet your dog, as he's reaching for him? And then I was like, no, and then he keeps reaching, so I was just like, no, don't pet him, he's working. And I did shout it, and I did not mean to. I am not the kind of person to get angry. I am not that kind of person, but after the whole dog experience, and then this guy, like, asked, but I said no, and he still continues to reach for him, I was just so nervous, I shouted it. I was just like, no, don't pet him, and I kind of moved my body so that where his hand is, like, I don't touch him, I just kind of move, so that way Patches is blocked a little bit more, because we had, like, some distance a little bit, so I just kind of moved really quick before he could pet him, and it was really stressful. So I pulled myself from the line, and I went into, they have, like, a little waiting area, so, like, if your medicine's being refilled, you can wait in there, and so I, you know, went in there, had Patches do deep pressure therapy, then came out again, and then I saw the same dog, and she was trying to go say hi to everyone. You know, her owner wasn't even, you know, I know for a fact it was a fake because her owner wasn't correcting it. She was trying to say hi to everyone, like, she was, you know, letting her get pet, and, like, she was completely not a service dog, completely untrained, uneducated handlers or owner as well, I mean, I get it. I've let people, like, if I've seen my friends in public, who I haven't seen in a long time, I'll let them pet him. But he always knows it's on his command, which is say hi. And then I kind of, like, point, like, say hi. And that's the same for dogs. Like, he never gets to play with the dog when he's working. But, I mean, like, at the park and stuff, his command for he's allowed to is go say hi. For anything. So, like that. So, and so I get that some handlers do allow their dogs to be interacted with, but you can't just let them run up to everyone and to see them anyway, you know, like, you can't just do that. So, yeah. A lot stressful, So, and then, like, everyone in, like, the line kept wanting to talk to me and talk about how good my dog is, and it was just... Oh, and I also had him do deep pressure therapy once we got back in the line, because we were kind of at a place where it was against the wall now. Before we were kind of somewhere, like, we couldn't have done it. So, even once I got back in line, I needed deep pressure therapy because I was so shaken up by it. And I was even like, you even said that. I'm like, that's not a service dog, because service dogs need to be focused on their handlers. They need to be paying attention. They're not allowed to go see other service dogs. Because even if you let people see your dog, like, to let them go up to another service dog who's clearly focused, like, he was so focused on me that he didn't even see the dog coming, because he was so focused on me until the dog touched his butt. He didn't even notice there was a dog there. That's how in tune he was. And so for anyone, to bring a dog up to your service dog that's clearly focused on you and be like, oh, you want to say hi? Oh, you want to go say hi to that dog? No, my dog is working right now, if you can't tell. Like, it's not like Patches is ill-behaved and was running around everywhere acting like a pet or acting like her dog. He was clearly focused on me. And so that was, and I've had that happen one other time when he was really, really little, but it hasn't happened since then. So it was really stressful. It gave me a heart attack. And that's what I mean when I say you focus on more of the handler's behavior than the dog's, because it was clear that it was a pet. She wasn't correcting this dog. She wasn't telling this dog heel. She wasn't, telling the dog that it's time to work. She was actually bringing it to people and to dogs to play with. No, I'm not here for your dog's entertainment. My dog's not here for your dog's entertainment. He's here because he's doing an important job right now. But yeah, it was really stressful. And I think it stressed me out more that I did shout, because I am not a shouter. I have a very calm, subtle voice when I'm talking. Even when I'm educating, I normally do it good. I've had a little bit of a stressful couple days too. The whole chronically Jackie passing away and stuff has affected me more than I like to think it is. It's just kind of a shock to the system and to the community. So I know that I've been kind of a little bit more stressed and antsy the last couple days too, but then the fact that I just shouted stressed me out more, because I'm not a shouter. I get like way too anxious when I raise my voice. But I definitely shouted, because it's like two bad things happen back to back. Like, when people start petting your dog after they ask and you clearly say no, and that was right after too. I said, he's a service dog. He can't play right now, to the lady with the dog. And then, like, I shouted, and that guy was right there, so it's not like he couldn't tell that my dog was working, but it was probably also because that lady was walking around letting everyone pet her dog. That was probably part of it, was then people were like, oh, service dogs can be pet. So it was probably just the combination of them. It was probably because of that. I mean, he probably got to pet the other lady's dog and thought, oh, I can pet this one too. And that's how come even if you allow your dog to get pet, you still have to educate. Not every service dog gets pet. You still have to ask. And I don't mind people who ask, and then when I say no, leave it. Because I didn't yell no. At first I just said no calmly, and then when he kept reaching, that's when I was like, no, he's working right now. That's when I kind of said it. So, yeah, you got your toy? Arr. Oh, he's on me now. So that's when I kind of started to shout. It was when, after that... But it probably was because he's got his pillow. It says when, but it probably was because she was letting everyone pet this dog, and so then everyone thought, oh, service dogs can get pet. Here's another dog I'm gonna pet. So it probably wasn't really totally his fault, but it's just annoying when they ask and then they continue to do it. It's like I just said no, because he wasn't gonna stop until I said, no, he's working, and then I turned to go do deep pressure therapy, so I turned away from him and walked off. Because when you're in line, too, you can't really, when we're walking, it's easy if people ask and start to pet them without asking and stuff. It's easy to just walk away. But when you're in a line, it's kind of like there's nothing I can really do right now. But I did just walk into the room because after all that, I needed deep pressure therapy now anyway, and I wasn't in a hurry, so... That was our adventures at the medicine line. It was very stressful today. We were only stood in line for 5 minutes, and it was just back-to-back things, and so it was just raising my anxiety over and over and over again, and not good, very good. stressed me out a lot. And normally these things don't stress me out. I love educating. What bugs me the most is the lady with the dog. I mean, bringing her dog to see mine. Like, no. That obviously stressed me out the most. But what other thing stresses me out is when people ask, and then they continue to do it after you say no. That's literally one of my pet peeves. It's like, I literally just said no. It's kind of sad that my dog, who is a very energetic golden doodle at times, has more impulse control than you do. That's kind of depressing. My dog's sitting there looking at me, and you're all like, oh, doggy! Like, isn't that kind of depressing to you, or just me? Anyway, so that was our adventures. I'm very glad that we got through it. We got out of there. I got my medicine, which is good. I literally, if I had medicine for tomorrow night, I would literally probably have left the store, but I didn't have medicine for tomorrow night. I only have my last dose for tonight, so I really needed to get it. So I'm really glad I got it, and then I got out of there, and now we're all good. Now I have the medicine I needed. So yeah, that was my adventures, and this is the reality of having a service dog. Some days are stressful. Like, I'm normally not like that. Like, normally I don't shout. Normally I just understanding, but it was just like two of my biggest pet peeves all in the matter of 5 minutes, and it stressed me out a lot. So I did shout, no, he's working. Don't pet him. He's a service dog. But I know part of it was because the other dog was being allowed to be interacted with, so it was training or teaching everyone, oh, you can pet service dogs. Because even if you let people pet your dog, because I know some handlers do, you still need to educate in the fact that that's not normal. Like, not every dog gets pet. Most service dogs, in fact, don't get pet. And Patches clearly has do not pet patches on him, too. So you also have to read the patches, too. But, yeah, so it really stressed me out. I'm glad to be home. Now I'm just going to relax for the rest of the day. This is actually going to be my video for today. I don't know if I'm going to put it on my laptop to edit or if I'm just going to upload a one take. I haven't decided yet. But it was really, really stressful. But Patches did good. He did deep pressure therapy. He alerted a lot. He kept alerting to me, both because of my panic attack and because of my medical condition starting to act up, as they often do with stress. So he was alerting a lot. So he did deep pressure therapy. He braced when I stood up. Everyone in line kept talking about how well behaved he was. I know they all saw how stressed I was because I was so stressed, like unbelievably stressed. So I know they all saw how stressed I was. So they were all talking about how good he was. And he definitely was. I mean, especially if their first impression of a service dog was that other one. Like, he was a pretty good dog. He ignored the dog good. All he did was that one thing when it snuffed his butt. Then he, stood up and then sat on the other way towards the wall, which I can't blame him. I would have moved him there anyway, so it's not a bad thing that he did that. He still sat. And then I didn't mention, also once he sat over there, I blocked him with my body. That way the other dog couldn't get to him anymore. So I blocked it off, but yeah, if I hadn't done that, the handler or the owner would have took him to, it still is a little stressing me out, if you can't tell. Like, that's so messed up to see another service dog in public and be like, oh, they can play, it's playtime. My dog is not here to play. He's not here to have fun, although he has fun working and tasking. But he's not here to play with dogs. He's not here to socialize. He's here because I need him right now. And he does get to play with dogs. He played with dogs all this morning. He plays with dogs every morning, almost. He gets to go to the off-leash park and go swimming. He has a blast. But when he is working, invest, and in a store, he does not get to socialize. He gets to be there for me because I need him, not because the public needs him. So it stressed me out a lot. Like, normally situations don't stress me out that much. This one stressed me out a lot. Just because it's like a whole bunch of people that aren't listening today. I don't know what it is. The nice weather, but anyway, so I'm going to talk to you later. That's pretty much it. This is already 14 minutes long. I don't want to make it too long, just kind of telling you. So please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at officiallyvideoslife. I'll or officially underscore Lydia's underscore life. I'll be making a post about this whole situation too. That's probably the cut down version because I like to rant a lot, especially when I'm stressed, because it helps me de-stress. So that's why I do it. So that will be it. And please like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you next time I upload. So bye guys.